Hello, everyone. Today I will be able to present the orientation program in English, and you are all welcome to our university and to the meeting. This video is being recorded on YouTube synchronously, so that you can watch later on whenever you need. Let me start with the introduction of our graduate school, the management. Belkıs Bilgineren. Hello, everyone. Today I will be able to yes present the orientation program in English, and you are all welcome to our university and to the meeting. This video is being recorded. Yes, I'll start with the presentation, the introduction of the management. Director Belkıs Bilgineren, she is the director of the institute. Melih Çınar, she is the vice director. And we have the executive secretary, Süleyman Bolat. You will hear his name a lot during your process. And today's agenda is OBS user guide. It will be very helpful all throughout your student life. Technical University. Then I will present the online that we use mainly for practical purposes. And I'll tell you how to designate a supervisor and then how to make a course registration, which is the number one issue that we will talk about during this orientation, most probably, because it's a very up-to-date issue. And scientific preparation class, registration for thesis courses and subject specialization courses. And then I will tell you about what is PhD proficiency test, and then tell you about the thesis monitoring reports. Then I'll briefly tell you about the graduation step, because most of you have that question on their mind. How to graduate, what's the graduation requirement. I'll tell you, guide you to the correct sources of information. Then maybe I can tell you about integrated PhD, but as far as I know, there's no student registered at an integrated PhD program currently from the international student group. And then I'll give you some brief information about the non-thesis program in order to make you informed about the requirements for graduation from the non-thesis program. Let's start with the use card. When you get directed to the screen on the left, you'll use your password, username and password for login. But if you don't know your username and password information login in, you'll display all your record as a student at our university. Graduate online system, we call it e-Institute from now on. And this is a website that we use generally for practical purposes, as I already told you at the beginning. Let's start. In order to activate this account, I advise you register to the system first. Before registering or request on your and you click this icon in order to send a message. It doesn't require registration first, but yes, here it says, I mean, there's this image that you should click on in order to log in or register to the system. So you need to create a profile first. This is the first step. And you introduce yourself to the system. And then there are some steps that you should follow in order for the system to work much more effectively. So there's this type of student section, and it is very crucial, because if you just click on the local student type of student, then you cannot access to your profile, which is your official automation system that you will be using. And so please make sure that you choose international student on this part. And then I need an up-to-date photo just to have an idea who you are, because we'll be messaging through this system, or we will receive some applications from your side. And I'll tell you during the course of this presentation what kind of applications we'll be receiving from this online system. Your ID information, if there's one information missing or one information incorrect, then there is a problem with the system to be synchronous with OBS. So please make sure that you write correctly and without any mistake. Yes, there's this section when you continue to the next step. It asks whether you are currently a student or not. When you click yes, there appears some other information parts, like your student ID number, your department, registered department, program, etc. So please make sure that before starting to use the system practically, make sure that you fill out this section. Yes, the contact information is for sure to be updated. And you create your username and password, and you receive an email about your login information. And that's how it works. And then during the course of the presentation, step by step, I'll tell you the interfaces that you'll be using in order to make an application on this system. Yes, supervisor. This less the same for PhD and master, but the timing is different and important. We expect master students to until the end of their first semester, because on the second semester, we expect the students to be able to, even if they don't have to be able to take seminar course. And for seminar, we need you to have a supervisor first. And for PhD, the due date is until this end of second semester. And then there is an online app form that you submit to the department, and the form is sent to the graduate school by the department, and the board of management of the graduate school approves the form, and the supervisor is added by the student affairs to your OBS profile. So it's highly recommended that you start the process as soon as you agree with the supervisor. Here is the interface that you'll be using for designating a supervisor. This step is initiated by the student himself or herself. And you see tez danışman öneri, it says the proposal for thesis supervisor. And then following the approval of the supervisor, because you start the process and then you select the supervisor on the system, there's a drop-down menu that you filter based on your department. Yes, you use this section, and then the supervisor approves your application. And I will check one thing on this. Yes. Okay, when the supervisor approves, then you go to the step 3. You pass this to the next stage for a new application. And when you continue with the supervisor approval, then you display your application. Here, the important thing is that you can modify your application, but it is possible only before the supervisor approves your application. So if the supervisor approves, then there's no possibility that you edit it, but the supervisor may reject and then you start a new form. That's also possible. Course registration. This is a very important issue today, nowadays. And there's a guide on our website. At the end of the presentation, maybe I can tell you, show you the website, just introduce you to the website where and how you can find the correct information of our website. Here is the guide, and I'll tell you briefly about the course registration. Student uses the OBS username and password combination in order to log in the system. So I just show you how to log into the OBS system. It is recommended that you check the academic calendar on the website in order to know about the dates about the registration, because there's a designated period of time for the students to add and drop courses. But there are some weeks that you only add the courses, so that will not be possible for any student to drop any course during that period. So please check the academic calendar carefully. And when you complete the course, your status will be active. Before the course registration, your status is active, and that your course registration is being verified. It is active beklemede, but as soon as you check and finalize your program, your course registration, then it turns to active. Graduate program curricula. When you go into the website, on the left menu, it's a very practical menu. You can view the graduate program curricula based on the departments. There are some separate Excel sheets for every program. So you see the list of programs and under which category the courses are offered, like whether they are compulsory or elective courses. So just check, please, the Excel that is available on our website. And following the course registration period, the occupancy rate, it says that, if not enough number of students have selected the course, some courses may be closed. And that's why those students are informed that they should add new courses if they are still willing to. Because that courses will be deleted or closed, sorry. And if students who are already registered for the closed groups are expected to add courses from the list of open courses during the course adding period. As I told you, only course adding period. Deleting it will not be possible. So please careful while adding the courses. And then after this period, the final list of courses and your final study program appears on your OBS profile. And unsuccessful courses that have been taken are not considered for calculating GPA. But here I need to emphasize that even though those courses are not calculated for GPA, they still be available on your transcript of records, because it's a transcript, so we cannot delete any course from the transcript unless you do it during the course registration period. And here, a brief guide for the course registration. Again, the same username and password for login. You may either reset your password if you don't know, or log in via e-Devlet, which I highly recommend you to do so. And then on the left menu again, there's ders kayıt menu, it's course registration in English. Then step by step, you can see if you still need to make a tuition fee payment, because international students are expected to pay a certain amount of tuition fee in order to continue with the course registration. So if you still did not pay your tuition fee, then this part specified under the number 1 will block you in or before completing the course registration. So, but if you did the payment, but still this section blocks you, then please visit the tuition fee office. It's Harç Birimi. Go downstairs and ask them, or maybe you can present them your tuition fee payment receipt, so that they can update the payment information. And then you see the icons with green in order to add the courses. And when you click, you see on this icon, you can see the course. If the course has different groups, you can list them via this section, and then the course schedule will be displayed on this section as well. You can display the quota of each course. Courses on the same elective course group are displayed, and then when you click on show quota, you can see the quota, and click on the green button to add that course to your program, and then your registration to the added will not be confirmed until you check and finalize your registration. Here it still says how to add the courses and search for the courses. And if you would like to delete a course, please add this button, and then a confirmation appears to make sure that you really want to delete it. Yes, check and finalize button. Check option is for you to check if your study program is eligible in terms of prerequisites or no overlappings, etc. And after you click on the check button, you will display the page on the right. And here you see the total number of credits you take, 25 credits at most, and your course registration will be finalized only after you click on finalize and approve button. Here, this is the pop-up that you will display when you successfully register for the courses. If you have not paid your tuition fee yet, you cannot do it, and you cannot display this section, this note. And if an error appears, please read the error note carefully, and maybe you can get a screenshot, and then we'll discuss. There are some important notes of course registration. This information is available here based on the frequently asked questions by the international students. The maximum period of course stage is 4 semesters for both master and PhD programs, except for integrated and non-thesis programs. During the first 4 semesters, it is required to be successful from 7 courses, which corresponds to 21 local credits, in addition to seminar and research methods and scientific ethics course. So you're expected to take 9 courses in total at most, which is formed of this group. And how to get courses, from which department? Is that possible that you can get courses from other departments? So the answer is here. So courses from the registered department. Seminar, research methods, and scientific ethics courses are the compulsory courses of Higher Education Council of Turkey. So you should take these 2 courses exactly from your own department. And then there remains 7 courses in order for you to complete the course stage, and 4 out of the 7 courses should be taken from your registered department, no matter whether they are offered at master or PhD, because we call them as graduate courses. So you can take on condition that the course has the course code is the code of your own department. And about the courses from other departments or other universities, you can take at most 3 courses from other departments with a different, starting with a different course code, or other universities. But if you are willing to take courses from other universities, there is a special way of application. So you should synchronously follow the registration period of the institute that university that you would like to take the courses from, and the registration process here. So you should go to the receiving university and follow their rules. And then there is a form appearing on our website that you should fill out. You fill that form out and submit it to the department in order for the department to discuss your application. And if they agree, they send your form with their approval to the institute, so that the board of management also agrees. And then when they do so, they inform the other university electronically about their approval, so that you can follow the courses at the receiving university. And about courses from undergraduate level, that is only possible for master students, not for PhD. But for master, you can take, at most 2 courses, not 3. 2 courses, and those courses should be offered from at the 3rd or 4th years of the undergraduate level. Yeah, about the thesis and subject specialization courses, research methods, scientific ethics, and seminar courses. So let's start with the thesis and subject specialization courses. All students at thesis stage must take these courses each semester. This is a must. You can't proceed with the official applications like thesis monitoring reports or graduation applications if you haven't registered for those courses. And these courses should be offered by your own supervisor, because when you go into the course registration screen of the OBS system, you display the list of courses that your department is offering. And please check and add the thesis courses and subject specialization courses offered by your own supervisor. Research methods and scientific ethics, I already told you that from the registered department they should be taken, and then it's the very similar for seminar course. And you cannot add seminar course before 2nd semester. So the earliest semester that you can register for a seminar course is the 2nd semester. And what is thesis stage? So for master, when you complete the minimum number of courses during the first 4 semesters, you proceed to the thesis stage. But for PhD, when you complete the courses, when you got successful from the proficiency test, you are expected to make a thesis proposal. So with the thesis proposal, a successful thesis proposal, you are passing to the thesis stage. Yes, about important notes on the course registration. So I need to emphasize this information it's very crucial. The maximum period of course stage is 4 semesters, not more than that. Even if there's just one course you have failed on your 4th semester, there's no possibility that you can add a different course on the 5th semesters if you haven't fulfilled the minimum courses. And for integrated PhD programs, the course period is 6 semesters. And if you could not do it, your registration is deleted automatically based on the regulation. As failed courses are not considered for calculating GPA, the failed courses cannot be replaced with the successful ones. All courses can be taken for the 2nd time unless they are graded as AA, but the last grade will be taken into account. And all students registered for the English medium programs must take all of their courses in English. This is not the case for Turkish medium program. So if you are registered at a Turkish medium program, you can for sure take English medium courses. but it doesn't work vice versa. Scientific preparation course. Student at scientific preparation stage. So if you are considered as non-field programs, which means that your previous studies are not that matching with the registered department based on the departmental information and professors, you go directly to the scientific preparation class. And the departments will automatically add the scientific preparation courses to your OBS system. So you will not do it by yourself. But still, if you want to add courses from your graduate programs, you can register for them personally on your OBS system. Sorry. PhD proficiency. Students who registered for the PhD program after graduation for master programs must apply for the test until the end of their 5th semester at the latest. So this is the first semester that we force the students to enter the proficiency test. And for the integrated PhD program, you have time until the end of your 7th semester at the latest. And if you cannot attend the test until the 5th and 7th respectively, you are considered as failed from your first attempt. And the applications are made online on Lisansüstü system by this online system that I called E-Institute by the student. Then the application period and the test schedule are announced on the main website of the graduate school, because it generally starts along with the courses of the university, course stage of the university. But please check the website frequently in order not to miss, because it's limited with a certain period of time. And even though you apply, you may not attend the test. Even if you apply, and if you do not attend the test, you get considered as failed. So it will be considered as your first failure again. About the proficiency test itself, it consists of 2 parts as written and oral examinations. Written examination is conducted as single session by the proficiency test jury that's designated by the department. And the written examination covers graduate courses, again designated by the department. So please do not ask any questions to the institute about the content and coverage of the proficiency test, because we don't know anything about it, because that's up to the department. And the written examination takes 2 hours at most, and the student must receive a 70 out of 100 point system from the written test at least. And the students who cannot be successful from the written cannot proceed to the oral examination. An oral examination is conducted by the proficiency test jury, and the student should receive 50 out of 100 at least. The arithmetical average of the written and oral examination must be 70 out of 100 at least. If the student cannot receive the minimum required point from one of the written or oral examination or both, they are considered as failed. The thesis monitoring committee of the student who successfully passed the proficiency test should be designated within 1 month, and the student should make their thesis proposal within 6 months following the date of the proficiency. Otherwise, the students are considered as unsuccessful from the thesis proposal, even if they did so. And it will be necessary to make the second proposal examination within 3 months. Otherwise, they get disenrolled. But if you fail from the test, you can apply again in the next semester and attend this section. that you previously failed. So if, for instance, if you failed from the oral section, you can proceed with the oral one in the next step. For the thesis monitoring report, again, we take the applications for thesis monitoring online on Lisansüstü system. And students who have registered for thesis and subject specialization courses must present their reports during 2 times a year from January to June for the first and for spring, and July to December for fall semesters. And any reports presented outside of this period are not considered. And your report should be submitted to the department by the student on the presentation date. The department should send the reports to the graduate school within 3 working days following the thesis monitoring meeting. And if the students have not registered for these courses, for the courses like subject specialization and thesis, they cannot give thesis monitoring report. So it's very crucial that you register to these courses, otherwise you get fail. PhD thesis monitoring reports, Article 22. So this information is very crucial. So I wanted to summarize it in just one slide, just to show you that what is important about the monitoring reports. Thesis monitoring committee of the PhD students must gather at least 2 times a year from January to June for the first and July to December for the second. And thesis supervisor organizes the thesis monitoring meetings. The student submits a written report to the committee members at least 1 month before the meeting date and presents this report orally to all the members during the meeting. In this report, a summary of the thesis work that has been made by the time of the meeting and projection of what will be made in the next period are specified. So the thesis progressing work of the students evaluated as successful or unsuccessful, following which the evaluation report is sent by the department to the graduate school within 3 working days. And if the student does not present a report about the progress of the thesis within the designated periods, or if the evaluation report is not sent to the graduate school, it is considered as failure. If there's a medical excuse for not providing the report during the whole period, the student must apply directly to the department within 50 days of the starting date of the excuse. Then if the department agrees, it informs the graduate school about the status of the student so that she or he may be considered as exempt from the monitoring report of the relevant semester. If the student fails from the thesis monitoring report for 2 consecutive times or 3 times with intervals, then that student is unfortunately get disenrolled. For graduation, graduation applications are again received online on the online system during the calendar announced at the website. On the academic calendar menu, you can list the important dates, one of which is important dates for graduation. And for PhD students after 2017 and 2018 fall semester, 7 courses corresponding to 21 credits, local credits, at least with BB, grading mark as BB, and research methods and PhD seminar, and plus 3 GPA. It is necessary to meet 240 ECTS credits. Research methods and scientific course is 5 ECTS. All the other courses, including seminars, 7.5 ECTS. Thesis courses is 120 and subject specialization is 60, and they are added only if you succeed. And the maximum period of study for a PhD is 12 semesters, 6 years, but the regular is 4 years and 8 semesters. For master, it's again, the applications are made online. The system checks if you have fulfilled the course minimum course requirement and publication requirement of your department. And then when the institute approves, you proceed with the next step, which is the first submission of the thesis, and then reservation of the place, the venue of the thesis proposal, and not thesis proposal, thesis defense. This is for publication requirements. The publication requirements may change, but you are bound by the semester that you get registered. So you are subject to the requirements of your registered semester. So even if there is one more requirement added in the upcoming semesters, you are not responsible. So the list of the requirements is available on our website based on the year of registration, semester of registration. About non-thesis programs, as you know, you have to take 10 courses, semester project, and research methods and scientific ethics course. These are all you have to. And for non-thesis master programs, if a student fails after 3 semesters or cannot meet the necessary conditions to complete the program, that student is unfortunately deleted. And the implementation principles of non-thesis master semester project have been in effect starting from the fall semester of 1920. So to access it, please click here. So I'll send it to you by email if you need it. And thank you for watching and listening. I hope you don't have problems during your graduate studies. But if you have any problem, I'm here to help you all throughout your studies. And thank you for attending.